Welcome, 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 everybody. This is Beyond the Veil. I am Adina. If you guys have not watched the previous videos and don't know why I'm wearing this ugly ass muumuu, well, this is my post-Christmas ugly sweater party. This was a Christmas gift I received at a white elephant party at my sister's house with her in-laws, and I'm wearing it until New Year's so that I can say that I appreciated the gift that I was given, because all the girls over there got one. I think my sister said one year they all got muumuus, and when my sister's mother-in-law saw how all the ladies appreciated these big old house gowns, she just started getting them every year. This year, my mom and I were included. Anyways, I just finished up a series of readings, and I think that it's only right, since I've done a few readings on JayZ, that I do a reading on the person accusing him of rape when she was 13. And so I just want to look at her accusations. There have been many talks about whether her allegations were accurate or whether they were inaccuracies. And I believe that this happened a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago. And so I just want to look into this woman and see what happened to her from her perspective. Spirit, you know I don't have this woman's name, but you also know I don't need it. The woman behind the accusations of rape on JayZ. The woman... Now, I'm going to interrupt this because this is like the fourth reading I've done this morning. Only one I didn't do on someone from the Knowles Carter clan, and that was the only reading that I did that I don't think I dropped cards. Every time I've pulled cards today on any of the other subjects, which was Beyonce, Miss Tina, and now this girl, I've dropped cards. That's just an observation. I don't know what that means just yet, but it's an observation that I'm noticing. Spirit, will she be the one, or this could just be the fall, or what's triggering the fall of the House of Cards? Spirit, I don't know the woman's name who has made legal allegations about JayZ having inappropriate interactions with her when she was only 13, but you know who this woman is. Allow me to conjure up her soul, her spirit, and allow me to see her truth from her soul's perspective, the one that she cannot hide. To the woman accusing JayZ of rape when she was 13, I call your spirit up into these cards. Tell me, are your accusations true, or are you lying on JayZ? Are your accusations true, or are you lying on JayZ, Spirit? JayZ has been allowed to be accused publicly by this woman. Please show me. As you know, I fight for the victims who were true victims. Spirit, is this woman lying about what happened to her? Is she lying on JayZ? The woman that is anonymous in the courts but is suing him or accusing him of taking advantage of her when she was 13, is she lying on JayZ? Well, coming out against him has definitely, well, I think this is her being protected. Coming out against her and being accused of being a liar is why I think they granted her the right to remain anonymous. The courts feel like we've been watching JayZ and his attorney and how they have been using the court of public opinion to condemn this woman of lying before we can do it. That is why we will not allow the court of public opinion to know who she is, because you guys aren't going to base anything off of anything legal. You're basing your information off of the information given to you from these attorneys who are fighting in the courts of public opinion right now. I also think that because she doesn't remember, or she says she doesn't remember a lot of things, that makes her a little insecure and afraid and the challenge is getting all of her facts straight and details straight. I don't know if this woman is being accused of having some mental disorder. And if not a mental disorder, memories. Trying to recall everything after all this time could be a challenge. Or recalling right information could be a challenge. We'll see. I think that if not by JayZ, someone had a relationship with this woman as if she was an adult when she was not. Because of this being in the past, I think that she may have positioned herself as a prostitute in Hollywood. And so she may have had adult interactions with maybe more than just JayZ, or that's what her business was in Hollywood back then. If you are one of the people who feel like she was 13, what would she have been doing in Hollywood? You don't need to be on tarot, or especially my readings, because I'm going to say Hollywood is and was always filled with minors positioning themselves in adult situations because there is a market for it. Some of our beloved celebrities were once young minors in Hollywood being treated as an adult. Don't act dumb now. Not saying just yet that JayZ's allegations are correct, but seeing this here in the past position when this girl wasn't an adult in the past lets me know that she was tooting the prostitutes in Hollywood in her past. Even if she was a young girl, she was in a grown woman's world and being treated by some people like she was a grown woman. I don't know if all of the women that this attorney that said that they have like 100 or so women accusing JayZ, not all of them are telling the truth. This card doesn't give me liar. It just gives me that maybe one or some are, but not all. We may see a lessening of people making allegations, or a lessening of the ones that stick. Hers may persist, and if not hers, someone's may persist beyond being knocked down as not true, but some will be knocked down as true, as not true. Not all of them. She seems to believe in her allegations, I believe. I think that the only challenge is having other people corroborate and having all of the details. Somebody said they didn't take her there. People are getting hung up on some details, like she said her father picked her up or dropped her off or something like that. These people aren't cooperating. I think that one or both of her parents, maybe the father, was aware that the daughter was being used in a certain way. If she said her father took her, it's because her father knew possibly what her business was, and he was acting like a pimp, maybe. Worst case scenario, negligent, just not caring that his daughter is being fast and flip. Best case scenario, and not best, but extra worse, is that he knew that she was, being used in the industry and supported it. I think the daddy did take her. Somebody took her. I think it was the daddy. I think this girl was a young Hollywood prostitute. And I think that her father took her, like she said. Her hope is that she remains protected, for one, so that she can have a fair chance. She doesn't want the roar of JayZ's inflamed fans to tarnish her story that she believes to be true, and she believes to be a story as old as time. I believe that she will get something monetary from JayZ. He's not paying her off willy-nilly. I believe she's going to get something monetary from JayZ. If not a settlement, she'll win her suit. I believe that if that doesn't happen, she will be the one to hurt JayZ, not physically. I think that the NFL is doing their part in trying to protect JayZ. I think a lot of people are doing their part in trying to uphold JayZ because they are stuck in business, stuck with JayZ. This woman, though, I don't know if she's lying. I think that maybe she can't recall everything. I think that at the time, she may have been used to being under some influence of something, or just every small detail evades her. But I don't think because her father and other celebrities don't corroborate her when they all have a reason to not. Outcome. King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is that in this woman's outcome? She may get something from him, monetary, in order. I know that she probably can't legally go after him, but monetarily, I think that's the only way that she can get any kind of justice, since she can't get any criminal charges against him. She's no longer a minor. If a minor is working as a prostitute, whose fault is it? Is it hers or her parents? And if in her adult years, after she has healed from that lifestyle, and she decides that the people who were old enough, unlike I was, and knew that being involved with a minor was wrong, Is she wrong for saying they should be held accountable? Even if she was a 13-year-old willing participant, I think she's going to get something. The only thing that she can get, because this case can only go so far. I think in Hollywood, a lot of them have done inappropriate things with minors. And I think it's more common than it's not. Here's the card that I would have liked to see if she was lying, but this way. But here it is, and I told my own tea. Self-sabotage. I told my own truth. And other people aren't going to defend me, because that would create a tower moment. What kind of tower moment? All of them, or a lot of them, were doing inappropriate things that they themselves don't want to be tied up in. Participation. I believe that this girl's father might have been giving her rides in and out of Hollywood, knowing. And I believe that everybody is saying that I don't know, she lying. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. From the father to the celebrity friends. If it went... It's like you go to these parties and these events and you partake in what's there. And these young girls are dressed up like grown women, even though you can tell that they're young girls. They're prostitutes. They're prostitutes. That's what they do. So nobody's looking at it like I'm going inside of a daycare and kidnapping girls to boink. These are girls, for whatever reasons of their effed up lives. This isn't me saying, this is like the celebrity speaking. For whatever reasons, their effed up parents, their effed up lives, they run away and try to make a living in Hollywood as a prostitute. That's just what happens. Nobody's looking at them as children. Because at the time when these children, most of them, not all of them, because some of them are there against their will, but some of these children are there knowing what they're doing, whether they agreed to it or not. That's where trafficking comes in, but they're there, dressed up, ready to go. I think that Beyonce's show wasn't enough to overshadow that the general public will not be allowed to know who that victim is. That was a tactic, I believe, by the attorney so that the public would know and tear her apart, because JayZ and Beyonce are the big celebrities. It didn't work, so he'll move on and prepare for phase 2, but he knows that, I'm speaking about the attorney, he knows that he just lost this battle, because that is exactly what he was trying to do. And now the public can't be used to tear down this victim and her claims of getting money. The public. don't think Beyonce is done with the public yet, though. Beyonce has concerns about being attached to this. Her performance was definitely not just her performance, but it was a distraction. Beyonce may come out with something else to do, to release, just to keep us distracted and in love with them. I don't think it's going to work, though. I think that this girl was in Hollywood. No, I think she did things with the industry. I don't know if she did anything with JayZ. I do think that she's going to get some money, probably from him. Or her case will inflict damage that not even Beyonce can completely distract us from. One card, Spirit. Is this woman accusing JayZ of having inappropriate relations with her when she was 13? Is she lying? Is she lying on JayZ specifically? I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about JayZ. Is she lying on JayZ? One card, please. One card. Is she lying on JayZ specifically? One card. I don't think so. The Lovers. I have had the Lovers before. I've pulled the Lovers before when it's not a relationship, it's just sex. So the Lovers can sometimes just be making love, sex, consensual relations between two people. I had a fling one time with this guy, and I was curious. I was like, oh, Spirit, what was he thinking while we were boinking each other? And I got this. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Probably because it was young and tight and right. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Clarify the Lovers, Spirit. I just think that she can't remember all the details. I don't think this was her first time. I don't think we have all the details to judge her account. I think she's being protected for a reason from the courts. I think that JayZ is going to have after all the readings that I've done today, and all of them except for one involve the Carter-Knowles clan, looking at all of their outcome cards, 10 of Wands in Beyonce's reading, the Death card in Miss Tina, and the King of Pentacles, and this person accusing him. I mean, the King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think that she is going to go away so easy. I think that she will be a pain for JayZ. I think she's going to cause him problems. Maybe not the other ones, but I think this one. I think she may get some money. think it was a victory that her identity is going to remain hidden. And I think that's an indication of her telling the truth. And someone believes that the events happened and that this thing happened. I'm going to say that it's us who don't have all the facts in order to be able to judge this woman, especially because one has a big attorney and the public opinion feels that the other attorney is losing. I would wager for you to hold your horses. Even if she don't take them all the way down, I think you're going to have to pay her. That's just what I think, though. Good luck to everybody involved. I love you guys. Bye.